Good news! The FBI will officially begin tracking hate crimes against Sikhs, Hindus, and Arab Americans. An FBI advisory board voted to add the three groups to the FBI's Hate Crime Incident Report form. This change will help federal law enforcement identify patterns of hate-inspired attacks on these vulnerable communities. Officers will be more aware, and our communities will be safer. This long-awaited victory was won with the help of hundreds of Arab Americans who responded to AAI's action alerts and contacted their representatives, who then pressed Attorney General Eric Holder on the subject. It's a great example of how our community can rally behind an important issue and get things done. SPOT is a program used by TSA to identify airline passengers who may pose a safety risk based on certain behaviors. Under SPOT, a TSA agent can single you out for extra screening if your facial expressions, body language, or appearance is deemed suspicious. Does it work? The DHS Inspector General did an audit of the $1 billion program and found TSA cannot ensure that passengers at U.S. airports are screened objectively, show that the program is cost-effective, or reasonably justify the program's expansion. Even with no evidence that SPOT works, Congress has voted to continue funding it. AAI sent a letter to DHS Secretary Janet Napolitano asking her to terminate SPOT, and the Government Accountability Office may release a report soon that's critical of the program. Stay tuned! In 1995, Congress passed the Jerusalem Embassy Act, which ordered that the U.S. Embassy in Israel be moved from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. This move would effectively recognize Jerusalem as the undivided capital of Israel. Last week, President Obama extended a waiver on the Jerusalem Embassy Act for another 6 months. But there's a new bill in Congress called the Jerusalem Embassy and Recognition Act of 2013 that would eliminate the presidential waiver and force the U.S. to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Anyone who follows the Israeli-Palestinian conflict knows that Jerusalem is critical to a two-state solution and a lasting viable peace agreement. This bill would damage the U.S.'s already compromised legitimacy as a peace broker. Fortunately, it's not likely to pass anytime soon. By now, you've heard about PRISM, the NSA spying program that was leaked to The Guardian and The Washington Post by Edward Snowden. Snowden said he leaked the info out of a belief that Americans should understand the scope of federal surveillance.
This is something that's not our place to decide. The public needs to decide whether these programs and policies are right or wrong.
The leaks revealed that major American telecommunications companies provide metadata to the NSA every day, and most large tech companies have agreements with the NSA that allow government access to nearly every type of online communication. The American public doesn't seem to be concerned, though, and the spying program has widespread support in Congress. Only a few members, including Arab American Justin Amash, have spoken in support of Snowden. For the sake of our privacy, we hope voices like Amash's carry the day on the Hill.